I'd like to read from Poldark, and I'd like to read from Warleggan. My Warleggan copy is absolutely in pieces, and let's see, have I written when I bought that one? Oh, I must have bought it more than 30 years ago. And on front cover there you have Ralph Bates, who was brilliant as Warleggan, and he had so much venom and hatred in his performance. He was absolutely brilliant. I remember one of his lines was about Ross: "Looking in my desk, I don't doubt." I thought that was brilliant. Now, I'm going to read from Book 3, Chapter 3, and this is when Demelza goes in search of some information. In the end, Demelza got the information she wanted, though not without tactical manoeuvre. She said she had come to see Sir Hugh about a new seed drill he had talked of on his last call. It was a poor story, but he was indulgent enough to break off his own work to show her the drill in operation. Fortunately, it was to Sir Hugh's purpose, as well as to Demelza's, that they should get rid of McNeil, so in the end they managed it. Sir Hugh said, "Now you see the seed fed into the hoppers, falls into the seed bowls, fixed on the bottoms of the hoppers, just as in Tull's old drill. But here's where the improvement is claimed. Why do you come in the morning, my dear, when you interrupt my work, damn? When there's 3 evenings a week free, Wednesday's not a good evening, for I'm often bespoke. Thursdays, Saturdays and Mondays I'd entertain you in a fashion proper for a young woman in your trim. Come Saturday, Connie's off and away, and I should have thought 'twould have been a poor time to see a seed drill after dark." "Oh, pooh, yes. But if you stop the night, I'll show you the drill Sunday morning. 'Twould be an excuse to stay from church." "And what do you suppose my husband would say?" "What? Well, what would he say? Is he a spoil sport? Then come when he's free from home, and will not know the difference. I have an idea." "You were going to tell me, Sir Hugh, where the improvement in this seed drill was claimed." Sir Hugh grunted impatiently and told her. After a while she said, "Do you remember when you called to see me last that you mentioned George Warleggan and Elizabeth Poldark, saying that George was paying her attentions? Do you know if 'tis true? What made you say that to me?" Sir Hugh paused with his hand over hers on the handle of the seed drill. His thick eyebrows crouched like furry caterpillars. "Nay, rumour, that was all." "And what were the rumour?" "What I told you. Now look'ee." "What was the rumour exactly, Sir Hugh?" "That he was paying her serious attentions, no more and no less. Indeed, I was surprised you'd not heard it. Gossip is always a pleasant topic over tea, especially bawdy gossip. I'll tell you some when you come on Saturday." "About Elizabeth and George?" "Nay, I know nothing more of them, and misremember where I heard that. But stay, there was one other thing. I was in Truro on Monday ordering some new cravats, and my tailor told me in confidence he'd just received an order for a wedding suit from George. It was all secret at present, he said, so what George's relations are with your cousin-in-law I'd not pretend to say. Either he's going to be legal about it, or he's keeping her for the side door. I hope for your sake it is the first, for it would be a grand thing for the Poldarks to get George Warleggan in the family. I wish Connie would marry again, and marry someone like that. We need the money. I'm always nagging her too, and she's always nagging me too. But I say I ain't a marrying man, and then without fail she says I'm a bedding man, and what's the difference except for a service and a gold ring? And I say, but the gold ring is just what I can't face, for you can't turn your wife out to grass like a prize mare. Now, my dear, when you come on Saturday. I'm sorry, Sir Hugh, but I can't manage Saturday. You see, Saturday se'nnight, then. This army feller is accompanying Connie. I'm sorry, Sir Hugh. He bent his eyebrows at her again. You're a damned unaccommodating minx, ma'am, if you'll excuse the familiarity. If I didn't like you so well, I'd like you not at all. Demelza still had her hand in captivity. I'm glad you like me so well, Sir Hugh, for I like you well too, and I should be grieved to think I displeased you. But you told me you look on women as prize mares, which can be turned out for grass just whenever you think. Then can you not forgive a woman for wanting to gallop off as she pleases with no handle to bridle her, and no man to order her where or how she shall go? Isn't it good to have the exception as well as the rule? Must all women be just what you say so's to win your approval? He stared at the V of her collar, not bothering to follow her argument, but liking the paling colour and gentle swell of the skin there. "I'll tell you what, miss," he said, "it will be my birthday in a few weeks' time, and Connie and I are thinking of giving a party and a dance. Just a few friends, 40 or 50 maybe. We get asked out here and asked out there, and I say to Connie, it would be a good thing to push it through while the war's on. We'll do it in very good style, though, not like that fellow Trevornance who's too mean to spit. A band and what not. Now, if I sat down and wrote a formal invitation to your stiff-necked husband, do you think the two of you would come? Would that be right enough for you, Demelza stared into his beady eyes, trying to read what ulterior purposes might be there. "Thank you, Sir Hugh. You've been that kind to me now, much kinder than I deserve." "You can't judge what you deserve, ma'am. Leave that to me, and one of these days I believe you will get it." She reached home without the necessity of having to tell Ross where she had been. She had discovered what she had gone to discover, but was unrelieved for knowing it. She knew at once that she could not break the news to Ross. She found she could not even hint at it. What his response would be, how he would act, she had no idea. All she knew was that she did not want to be the one to tell him, or to be present when he was told.